County ground Cessna 94589 at PNG, you're ready for request taxi east departure.
Cessna 14589, county ground, winds 300 at 15, towards 2906, runway 24, taxi speed Charlie Bravo and Alpha.
Taxi 24 Charlie Bravo Alpha, Cessna 589.
In ground, flat is 554 November Golf, we'll try this again.
And ours are radios, so
we're squawking 1200, and then we can look at our checklist here and just make sure we did all that.
Takeoff checklist, park brake is set, cabin doors are closed and latched.
Good.
Flight instruments are set, the fuel shutoff valve is
down here with the gas?
Yep. The mixture is, we'll set that to rich before takeoff, elevator trim is set for takeoff. We did the throttle section, radios are set, strobe lights are off, throttle friction lock is good, and the brakes are released. Warning
All right.
was complete.
All right, mixture rich, and we're ready to go. And we'll hold our right aileron in it as we roll out and decrease as we accelerate.
Okay. County Tower Cessna 94589, holding short of runway 24, we're ready to go.
Cessna 589, county tower, winds 270 at 10, gusting 18, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
So takeoff 24, Cessna 589.
All right, so we'll maintain straight out until he tells us we can go eastbound. Forgets, we'll remind him.
Alrighty. Alright.
There you go, taking some of that correction out. Just hold it right about there. A little bit to the right, a little right. Keep some in there. There you go. Now you can rotate. Hold that little right in there. Good. So right away we kind of put this in a nice little crab.
Yep.
And it keeps it from skipping. That's the vent, yeah.
151 Papa Lima is with you, final 24.
Citation 151 Papa Lima, county tower, good afternoon. Winds 290 at 12, gusting 20, Zurich 296, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear land, runway 24, Papa Lima.
Okay, there it is. I have the airplane?
You have the airplane.
Okay, see the black road? The car just went down, so that's our road. When we get closer, we'll see it much better. The power's done. We're below 95 knots for maneuvering speed. I'm going to make my first turn where I've got lots of road. That's to the left, where it kind of cranks around a little bit. So what's my first turn? My steepest, right?
Yep.
So there's my steepest turn. We don't need any more than that. So I'm dividing my attention, looking outside, checking my reference point, watching my altitude. And so now we kind of shift into a little bit shallower here. I just kind of slowly did it though. See how the wind's pushing us out this way?
Yeah.
Hence why we need to go shallower. Right, so now as I get closer to my road, if I maintain this bank angle, what's going to happen? I'm gonna end up having to level off, or I'll be squared up well before I get to the road.
Yep.
So look how shallow that ends up being.
Yeah, we're very shallow.
Very shallow here, about 10 degrees. Got a pretty good winds up here. Right, so I'll just hold that, and believe it or not, it'll make it around. We only want to be, now remember the road hooks a little bit here, so I'm looking over here to the right where it's straight.
Yep.
So I'm still holding it in, I'm going wings level, altitude check, wings level, and right about there. So just to beam it, I'm parallel, and now again, so this is a what? Shallow, right?
You got it.
So we're holding shallow. Notice we don't have to make power adjustments. I'm not chasing my altitude around. I'm looking outside, looking to the left, looking to the right. All right, so right away, here I come. I'm slowly rolling in a little bit steeper. Altitude check, oh, that's 50 feet. We don't want that. Get that back. Now notice I'm in a moderate. Now it's starting to get steep right away.
Yep.
I'm rolling in because if I don't, I'm not going to make it. That one is just pushing me right to it. I'm going to hold it in. I'm going to give it to you in just a second. I'm going wings level, wings level, wings level, wings level. There's your steep one. You ready? Go. You got it?
I have control.
You have the airplane. So you're going to steep. On the next one, we'll continue left since the road straightens out to the left.
Okay.
Nicely done. Shallowing out. Just kind of maybe hold it there. Can't see the road as well right here, but I do see cars passing.
Yeah, I have a general idea where it is.
Yep. That's pretty decent. We'll go left since we got to go that way. Yep.
All right.
So that's a shallowest turn right there. Nicely done. Now you notice as you get around, we might have been not quite shallow enough, which means here you're going to have to steepen it up pretty aggressively to that 45-degree bank mark.
All right.
There you go. Watch your altitude, get ready to roll out. So if you start steeper, then there you go, you're rolling out, looking to the right, looking to the right. Good, and just now you're rolling. The steeper you start off with, the tighter it's always going to be. So it depends on how tight you want it, on how you bank.
Sure.
So it's entirely up to you.
There's no right or wrong way.
There's no right or wrong, but if you're gonna be steeper off the get-go, you're gonna be closer to the road.
Yep.
Looking good. So see on this side, we're slightly a little bit further away.
Yep.
Because we started a little bit steep with that headwind on the first one. Good altitude control, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, nicely done. Let's do one more pass to the left.
All right.
So that's how far you want. So there's your entry.
Uh-huh.
All right, so there's your first turn. You want to see if you're drifting away or getting close? There you go. See how close we want to be so we can still see it?
Yep.
Good. Now we're coming across the crosswind, right? So it takes some of that bank angle out, or you end up right over top of it. There you go. And so you can, maybe next we want to be over that white building out there.
Sure.
You know? So you're kind of adjust your bank angle to see yourself, project yourself over it. Now we're coming up to more, almost coming into a headwind there. If we don't shallow up, again, we'll end up right over top of that water tower. That's good. See how we're keeping our distance?
Yep.
So just adjust bank angle as necessary. If we start to get away from it, then we're increasing bank angle. Now next, maybe we want to go over this cul-de-sac over here. Do it, we'll finish up the maneuver and do it wrong.
Yeah.
So you can see what happens. So the end of the maneuver is one pass around, which we're almost to.
Uh-huh.
You've done great so far. Okay, so we're at our steepest right now, pretty much, right?
Yep.
So hold your steep turn. Hold your 30-degree bank, whatever you're using. See where that ends up putting us.
Okay.
Look where we're kind of going now.
Oh, yeah.
See how we're going to be in almost right over top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's crazy.
And so by doing it the wrong way, you see what happens.
Wow.
Okay, nicely done. Okay, where's the airport, do you think?
Well, it's going to be out this way. It's going to be right out. I can see the city, so pretty much on like a 240 degree heading for right now.
300 180 back to...
Well, we're not going back to Burke, we're going to County.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, so... if we aim for the city, we might miss it.
Yeah, no, the city's... I want to... How's this heading? I mean, this is what I was kind of thinking of doing.
Well, we kind of came eastbound to get here, right? So we kind of want to go westbound.
Sure.
To get back, for the most part.
473 Echo County Tower. Good afternoon.
And one thing that we could look for is, remember there was that blue silo with the white rooftop?
Yeah.
2997, clear to land 2473.
Where might that be? I'll tell you what, you just fly right, you figure it out. I know where I'm at. Let's see if you can find your way back.
Let me try and find my way back.
Yep. And now that we're done maneuver, if you wanted to climb and maintain 500 below the clouds, you can, because when you climb, you can see more.
Yeah.
Right?
And these clouds, I think we're at 4,000. I don't know, that doesn't look like 4,000 to me, but...
Yeah, I think they're almost right at like 29 or 27.
Yeah, because I'm at like 22 right now.
Yeah, I think we're just below by 500 feet. Which was where we need to be. Yep.
Hawker 875 Bravo Charlie, County Tower. Good afternoon, winds 300 at 8.
Probably that guy.
15, Service 2997. You're going to be number 2 following a Cessna on short final for runway 24.
Alright, so good, then you're 50.
I gotta take it even further out. Won't want to go.
Cessna 589, amend your clearance to touch and go and low approach only.
Low approach only, 589. That's fine. Here's what we'll do. Save the flap, no flap.
Okay.
He's got that fast plane behind us.
Yep.
Let's just see if you can do a low pass over the runway and keep the nose centered and aileron to keep us from drifting.
So we're not going to touch down.
We're not going to touch down. You just approved it for lowest approach only. Alright, so you're going to bring in a little bit of power and fly down the runway, rudder for straight in the nose, aileron to keep us from drifting. So that's a good exercise. We're still being productive. You know, if you just fly about 15 feet over the runway, you'll be in good shape. And just keep your speed up. There you go. Get us back over.
Bravo Charlie has Cessna over the numbers.
Alright, there you go. Back to center line.
24 clearly.
Clear 245 Bravo Charlie.
Yeah, you were drifting, so bring us over. So don't be afraid. And now straighten that nose out. There you go. Back to center line. We're still up to center line, so we're bringing that over. See, it's going to take a lot. See that?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a side slip. All right. All right, let's go. All the way around. Establish your crab.
That was kind of cool.
That was actually good that we actually did that, so you can really see what it's going to take.
Yeah.
Good. Flaps are done. We don't need any more.
We're only doing 20.
Yep.
Is that for like crosswind or something like that?
Yeah, you know, when you don't want all that flap and you've got those gusty winds, we're going to come in a little bit faster. And extra flap kind of just balloons you up, and if it's really, really windy, you might not come in with any flap. Alright, looking good. It may just be a little bit calmer right now. We won't know just yet. Alright, so get your 65 in there. Pitch for 65. Power for altitude. I'll stay with you. Good. Now we got our speed. Is it trimmed in there, or are you pulling? Right, take the workload off by trimming. Right, small corrections. Looking good. Power's really good where it's at. Alright. We're going to keep that wing down a little bit, straighten that nose, start easing back on the power slowly. Reduce your power, hold that down just a little bit. Oh, too much flare. There you go. Keep that wing down. Let's hold it right there. Good. Now let's start feeding that in. Power's all the way out. And as we slow down, what are we doing with this, right? We got to bring that all the way back in again to help keep that wing down over there.
Are you guys heading over to TNG?
Affirmative, 589.
589, roger that. You can either do a 180 or continue down to the end, your choice.
Let's go to the end.
589. Alright, you got the airplane?
Yep. Again, taxi park via Alpha and Alpha 5.
To the end, then Alpha, and then Alpha 5 to the ramp. 589. But even just taxiing, the wind's catching that vertical fin, stabilizer pushing the tail to the right, and the nose is trying to go left right now, isn't it?
Yep.
So you gotta hold like a little right in the whole time to stay on the center line. Oh, friction lock's loose. Okay, I've got the music.